everyone, this is Elena Rosalind Michelle. I want to welcome you to my channel. If you haven't been here before, welcome, welcome. You've been here before? Well, let's get started on what I'm working on today. You know that I have a lot of issues with cognitive memory things, and if you watched the last few videos, I'm trying real hard to concentrate. And every time I try to record, there's a plane that keeps, well, there's several planes that keeps coming into my recording, so I have to put you on pause. Okay, so I am outside because I'm working through homelessness. I live out of my truck, but I am able to stay on a lot that has a camper, and I can set up a mosquito netting to be part of my studio and office. So I appreciate all your support and likes and comments, and definitely your follows, because it helps me towards my goal of monetization, which I need 1,000 followers, 4,000 watch time views. So you can help me with that. That would be great. Okay, so what I'm working on, or getting ready to, I just got my yarn yesterday. Oh, was it yesterday? The day before. So I'm recording this on a Sunday, the 5th. So I think I got all of my yarn on the 3rd. And thank you to, I have a subscriber that sent me a what do they call those? A gift card. So I was able to use that gift card at Michael's, and I had, I think a $5 cash back rewards as well. So I was able to get all of the yarn that I needed to do this. It's a weather blanket. I'm gonna do the weather blanket with the stitch of called the blanket pattern, the corner to corner granny square stitch. Never done one of those. My sister does them, and I just remember, I think she does queen size, and she has ADHD, and I'm like, how can she make so many so fast? So I want to do that. She's been doing this for years, and this is going to be, actually, I've never done a blanket crocheting or knitting ever in my entire life. So I've started 4 blankets in January. 2 of them are weather blankets as well, and I'll link that in either up here or in the description. And then 2 other blankets is a Granny Square Rectangle Infinity blanket, which is part of my whips of January 2003, the projects that I made and whips that I'm working on, and also knitting a sheer sucker pattern that I'm making myself, and that would be a crib size quilt. So that is what I've been working on. So I wanted to do something a little different. Well, I've never done temperature blankets ever. Blankets, period. Weather. Documentation of the degrees in weather patterns. And then I was really liking the idea of, oh, you know what? I put those away, so I can't show you. You have to go look at the video. I have a weather blanket update, or temperature blanket update as well, that is coming up if it's not out already. So what I have, these really cool charts and different ones. They're blanks, and I got Celsius and Fahrenheit, and you can download those charts and print these out yourself. You have to paper punch on the sides, and then you just put, you know, what yarn you're working on to what colors or what degrees. So what I'm working on now is I got loops and threads, Impeccable Stripes. It's a 4 count. So here, this is one of the skeins. It's 3.5 ounces or 187 yards, 171 meters, and 100 grams. It's a medium 4. Recommended size of crochet hook is 5, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do the 5 on here. and if you wanted to knit it, it also recommends a 5. So I'm going to use this color as the high temperature. So I'm in the southwest. I had to modify this into 120 degrees. We have been in 120 degrees before. So I think we got into just barely 121, 122. So it is possible, but the likelihood every year that it hits that, I don't know. And I'm doing an average of the days of the week, so it can, even though one day hit 120 and then you have a whole bunch of 100 degrees days, does not guarantee that I will ever be using this yarn. But I really liked it because it's called Falling Leaves. It has the burgundies and the oranges, the greens in here, so it really reminds me of you know, Halloween and Thanksgiving. Even though those are, I'm going more by the hotness of the color and not this season. So this is my 120 degrees and higher. Now each of these yarns will go down by 10 degrees, or actually 9 degrees. And the next color I chose is called a terracotta, and this would be the 110 to 119 degrees. But again, it has some oranges and some bright yellows, bright pinks, bright orange. I think I said that. And then it has a really pretty purple violet color. This kind of reminds me of the sunsets that we have here in Arizona. I live in Tucson, which is southern Tucson, near the airport and Air Force Base. So we get a lot of airplanes. So that's my 110 degrees and up. All right, I did get Impeccable Speckle yarn as well. I guess I didn't know that was a thing, but it is. And this has a really nice variation as well. It is the same the same, I don't even know, classes, I guess, that is recommended. So that is really cool. And it also shows classic moss stitch crochet Afghan. Do they have, yeah, I like that. They have how to do the moss stitch. So sometimes these companies don't utilize the labels and putting patterns on because we keep them. So yeah, if you are a company that sells yarn or sells anything, put a pattern on it or a recipe because we keep those. And then it has all the important information if we ever need to buy more stuff from you. Yeah, so this is called Hot Sunshine, right? Lots of yellows and oranges. I know I will be using a lot because we do get 100 to 111 degrees. So the terracotta stripe I know I will use. The Hot Sunshine is 100 to 109 degrees. Yeah, because it gets hot. All right, so then I wanted to put in something that was kind of neutral, but it had the little browns for a nice transition into the 90s, because who wants to look at a lot of oranges, right? Because the original color is orange. I mean, a lot of red, so I have a lot of that in my other weather blanket or temperature blanket. So yeah, so this is the Impeccable Stripes as well, and this is called Oatmeal. So it has, you know, taupe, and it has, you know, browns and then white in it. So I'm doing the Granny Square. I've decided to do the 4-day repeat for one, or 4-row repeat for one day. So yeah, this will look really cool once I get the did I say quilt? Sorry. Oh, my brain. The crocheted Afghan. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so this color is from 90 degrees to 99. So it will feel cool to me while I crochet this, because I don't know if I will be in a house by then or in a air conditioned facility. I might be doing a lot of this in the library. So I'll keep you updated on that when temperatures can start changing. Actually, from the middle of this month, 90 degrees. So yesterday was like 78 degrees. So yeah, we're 11 degrees off. We'll get there. Okay, so this is the teal mint stripe. This is for 80 degrees and up. I really like that. The aquas, the light mint colors, and then the jade are, it's kind of like, you know, teals can also be this greenish teal. So I really like those colors. So yeah, that would be the 80 degrees. So almost got to use this, but I'm not doing daily. I'm doing averages. So I will go through the averages and pairing up on these colors already for you, even though I don't have nothing started. That way you can be a little bit excited to see what's coming. Okay, so next is this is called soft jade, and this is all in the greens as well. It's really different from this one because it has more yellowish blues. So the yellowish blues goes into the greens in the color palette. This is the 70 degrees to 79 degrees. So yeah, how fun to do that one. Is that soft jade. Yep, purple impression has purples and kind of lavender. There's actually like a midnight black. It's a midnight blue. I don't know. It might look kind of. It's actually it's a purple color, not a black. It's a really deep purple. So it's not even the midnight blue. I don't even know what color that is. But then you have the purples in here too with the navy. Well, it looks navy, but it's not. It's purple. I don't know if you can see that. It's actually purple. So this is the 60 to 69 degrees. So yeah, I kind of want to feel cool. So I'm kind of like choosing colors that makes my body feel cool while I'm working on a hot blanket during the summer. So that's kind of how I did that. Let's see. Okay, so the purple impression is from 60 to 69 degrees. All right, then we have glacier mitts, and I really like this. It again, it has a cream instead of a white, so that's a cream color. And then it has kind of like, I don't know, a soft olivey color for that green, and then a really pretty kind of like, I've heard it say like a sky blue. So that's really pretty. Again, this is just the Impeccable brand. So there's no stripes or speckles with this one, and all of the classes is the same. So we don't have to repeat that. This is for 50 to 59 degrees. So yeah, definitely we'll be using that because it's still kind of cool, and we can change temperatures as much as 60 degrees difference. Okay, so the next one is definitely the speckle again, just like that orangey yellow color, that hot sunshine. Sorry, it's like I couldn't see for a minute. I'm running out of juice. So this is called the purple bark, and this is from 40 to 49 degrees. So it's really pretty. All in the pinks and the lavenders and the deep purples. The next one is called lavender stripe, and again it's in the purples, but it's just a little different. It kind of has like a periwinkle kind of feel to it, with some regular purple and some really light purple as well. And then I grabbed two of these thinking this would go down into the 10 degrees as well, but not. Okay, so this one, if I haven't said, the lavender stripes is from the 30 to 39 degrees. But these are actually the same thing. It's just the gray is stuck inside, or the gray is on the outside. Oh well, I have an extra one. I might mix something with it because the likelihood of staying down in the 20s as an average is probably not possible. So again, this is the stripes. It's called the elderberry stripe, and this will be from the 20 to 29 degrees. So some of this yarn I probably will not use, but we'll see. because you never know. We have a strange winter temperatures anyways. Okay, so I wanted to get out a couple of colors. So I went ahead and did the averages. So the averages I am looking at between like 4 and 5 in the morning, and also around 3 in the afternoon for my temperatures. I go on weatherspark.com for Tucson, and those are the numbers I'm using. I'm not using what the average temperature is for that particular day, because an hour before, hour and a half could be warmer or cooler that I'm seeing. I've never really watched the weather like this before, so it's been really interesting. Other than during monsoon, when we have a lot of rain, a lot of flooding. So this is kind of fun to see something different. So in the first week of January, we had the average temperature of the highs of 62, which is I'm going to make sure I get the purple impression would be the highs. And then I'm doing the follow-up and the lows into the purple bark. So these two colors would be the first 8 rows. So how pretty is that? Okay, and then this is actually last week's temperature as well. 69 degrees was the average, and the 42 degrees was for the lows. So we opened and we kind of close January into February. So then we have the second week of January was 72 degrees. We used the soft jade, and then the purple bark, because our lows was still 42 degrees average. So the third week of January was the 55 degrees. So it's the glacier mint is what I would use, followed by the purple bark. So I'll be using a lot of this color. And then the fourth week of January was 57 degrees average for the highs. So the glacier multi is what color I would be using, with a 34 degree low was the lavender stripe, and that was the average low. So those, aren't they pretty? It's really pretty. And then, like I said, going back into the first week. Now, how I'm dividing the end of the month, because it kind of stops. I'm doing a calendar month, where when the calendar cuts off, like on a Wednesday, and then the next month starts on a Thursday, I'm just taking those as 2 different weeks separate. Because I'm keeping the 52 weeks and dividing it by 2 to know where to decrease my corner to corner. So yeah, we'll see how big this quilt is going to be, because 52 times 4 is how many? I'll put that in the video because I don't know. It's like over 200 rows. So we'll see how big the quilt will be. So I'm really excited to get this done and start another project. Now, I know sometimes I feel like overwhelmed, but it's like, you know what? It's my channel, it's my projects. I get these done when I get them done. Just like I was stressing yesterday, because I've had like 4 days of really bad days. Well, Friday I went shopping, and because I ended up getting some really beautiful people sending me gift cards, and my ex-roommate again is really helping me as well to to keep working on this, because I don't have any doctors helping me out at all through this cognitive memory therapy or art therapy. I'm doing all this by myself. So I appreciate everyone who is following me, that you inspire me and encourage me to continue to do this, and I'm so very blessed to have so many people to really help me. And if you want to send me a donation in yarn or fabric, I prefer 100% cotton fabric, but you can send me any type of yarn. And my post office box is down below in Marana, Arizona. So yeah, I'd be happy to do that. I actually have a donations page printed out, so I can start writing down who donated me to what and make sure that I send thank you cards to everyone as well. I have business cards that I've ordered, so I'm excited. They probably won't be here till the end of this month. But yeah, I was able to order those too because I have so many people asking me, you know, why am I buying so much yarn? Because sometimes people see me several times or the same cashier, and then I can tell them I'm a YouTube creator and entrepreneur and artist, and you know, then I can give them my card. Hello, my lovely stars. There's a train going by, but my tablet is running out of battery. So this is what I've gotten so far with the corner to corner blanket. It has 6 weeks. So we have oh gosh, what color is that now? It's not elderberry. Purple impression, purple bark, soft jade, purple bark. This is glacier mint. Jumping up, we got lavender stripe, and then the repeat of the others. So we've had lows, some of the highs and the average temperatures, and I'm doing this every 10 degrees average for the week. So this is 6 weeks. I'll have another video up with all the February done, because this only covers the first half or the first week. Now what I did here, now all of the rows are done in 4 rows of the granny cluster stitch, and this is the break off of the week of the end of January. And then let's see how this goes. I think this is, and then this is the first week. I still wanted to have that separation so I knew what month to month it was, so I can say this all the way down here is January, and then up here and beyond is February, and so forth. So that's kind of how I broke that up into from 4 rows to 2 rows, so there's 6, but then you have a 2 row to 4 row, which is 6 again, which is 12, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, 12. So I didn't want to add any more rows, so that was my solution. Okay, question. If this is all ready, and I'll put up here somewhere how long this diagonal is and the sides. I measured it once, but I don't remember. And should I do a smaller blanket and end it at the 3-month mark, or should I continue into a 6-month blanket? I don't know if I could do anything bigger than this. Now the yarn that I chose, it doesn't have a lot of yardage, so I had to buy a lot more. Like this purple bark, I pretty much ran out of that. So that's why I didn't continue. I need to buy more of that. However, I'm doing this high low, high low, high low. So I mean, this was the low, so I can easily add the high and finish what I have of the purple bark, because it's a repeat. The second week is a repeat of this, and in fact most of our days are repeats of either the purple bark or the glacier mint. So yeah, so it has a really cool repeat going on for Southwest Arizona weather. All right, leave your comments down below, and we'll see you soon. Well, I rambled on. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your love and support, and we'll see you next time. Bye. I appreciate all your love support, so don't forget to follow. Don't forget to leave your comments down below and give me likes. Share my content as well, because you never know who needs to be inspired. Thank you, and God bless.